Good evening, good evening, good evening. Thank you so much for tuning in to the Shayanna's B podcast. Tonight's episode, we're going to be speaking on co-parenting. We're going to also hear from guest speakers today. My sister and my friend is on the line, and we're going to be speaking on our perspective on the co-parenting and how, different opinions on co-parenting and what's too much. Where's the boundaries? Where's the respect? Where's the detachment of intimacy and the beginning of building a relationship on a co-parenting level where there's respect for the other party's private life. So that's today's topic, co-parenting. So my thoughts on it, co-parenting, is that if you are really over one another, co-parenting would not be a difficult situation if both parties are over one another, because I feel like that intimate part of the intimacy has been removed. So the only focus, if you're both are good parents, because sometimes kids end up losing one of their parents in the midst of a breakup. It's not intentional. Some people just start falling behind with visitation and stuff, and they should be accountable for missing in their kids' life. I'm not making an excuse for them, but sometimes the kids are the ones that take the biggest loss in these situations, unfortunately. But these situations do exist, and all five of us, because it's me, four of us, me, and we have my sister and the rest of the gang here, and we're going to be speaking on our perspective. Well, one is with her kid father, so but she's a step parent, so she has her view from the step parent side. But me and my sister and mother homie, we definitely have experience with the trying to co-parent and move on along with your life experience. We should not have to, as the mothers, still flirt or be intimate with the fathers just so you guys can be a part of your kid's life. That's your blood. That's your child. That is someone that is a part of you. So regardless of whatever our situation is, the children should never be placed in the middle or in the midst of the traumatized relationship, or maybe it was just on a mutual split. The kids should not be involved. So I feel like it shouldn't be nothing for the father to be able to continue coming to see your kids or make arrangements to get your kids to spend time with them and provide. I feel like a mother shouldn't have to ask. Like, I'm the mother, I'm not asking. And I'm going to make a way, period. Because I feel like a mother should not have to ask is the reason I'm like this. We shouldn't have to ask you to do what should already be naturally in you. Because naturally, as a mother, we refuse to let our kids go without or be without or lack or not eat. You should have the same instinct because that's your cub too. I shouldn't have to ask you. I shouldn't have to remind you. You should already know automatically the same way you need something every month. Your child needs something every month. Every week is a new expense when you're raising kids. But I feel like if both parties are mutually over one another, it should be no issue with co-parenting. But as long as you continue to do the flirting or in each other's private lives and things of that sort, it's going to always run over and the cup is going to always spill into your child's bedroom. That is going to be the person infected at the end. That's going to be the person that lacks that bond with that other parent. That's going to be the child. And I think it needs to be a wake-up call to a lot of fathers, and there's a lot of awesome fathers out here. If you know that you're participating in your kid's life and you're an awesome dad, what we're saying should not even offend you because this is not even a man of your caliber, of your character. So you shouldn't even be offended. So we shouldn't even get any negative feedback behind this because you know that this is not you. But there are men out here that are really not messing with their kids. And there's men out here who only really want to come around their kids if the baby kid's mother allowed them some private time or some testing time, or want to try to come over and have sex and be intimate. No, it's over. Let's quit confusing ourselves and our kids. Let's stop, because it's the kids in the end who are being affected. And then there's some kids' parents, when you're in a relationship with someone, that has a hard time respecting boundaries. And they cross the line. I can never understand that, because that's not in my character either. I feel like they don't move on. Let them folks be happy. Let them folks be happy, because something about us didn't work if you got somebody else on your arms. Be happy. So I've never been the type to try to interfere with my kids' fathers, breaking them up. And I've also been in this situation where I was still dealing with my kid's father, and he had other things going on, and it only kept the kids confused. So I could speak on this because I could speak from experience. Just let go. Just let it go. Let it go. Let go. If it's time to let go, just let go. Just let go, because the cycle really continues. The cycle really continues. They be the best fathers when you smile in their face. But when they can't get their way, those kids do not see them, and I don't think it's right. And I don't think it's right for the mothers who have great fathers out there to put them kids in the middle and try to hold them kids away from their fathers because you're in your feelings about a female. I can't get to make myself understand neither party's side on those views from the male and the woman perspective of what I just said. I have no respect for neither party if either is doing so. If you're a man that's not taking care of your kids, don't even approach me. I'm unapproachable because I'm a mother that do whatever, go to the extremes for mine. So we're definitely not on the same level. And if you're a mother that is playing games with the kid's father, and here I have raised two kids that used to crave for their father, who had all the opportunity to come around in the world and didn't. So if you're playing games with the kids and not letting them see their fathers because you're still in your feeling, I have no respect for you either. Because you're too emotional. You're too emotional connected. That you're not even thinking about the kids and how they're hurting, how they're missing, connecting with their fathers. Real mothers love to see their kids still interact with their fathers, regardless of the situation and status with us. So I'm going to take the other lady's opinion as well. So, Shawana, you want to talk first?
All right. Are we doing question and answer, or do I have to talk about experience?
Okay. We'll start with experience. You can talk about experience.
Okay. First off, I'm a wife and also a baby mother. So I've seen it from two spectrums. First thing first is everybody gotta love themselves.
Yeah, that's true.
The baby mama, everybody. Because if you love yourself, you got self-respect for yourself. You wouldn't find yourself in certain situations, and you understand that every decision that you make in terms of that relationship affects that child, all the way down to the amount of willing to provide.
Amen.
Child. A lot of people forget that. And I agree with my sister, because you drag relationship issues into a parenting issue. Now, just because a man didn't love you doesn't mean he doesn't love his child.
That's the part right there. That's the part right there. Stop keeping your love, his love for those kids on the level of his love for you.
Yep.
You understand? Because if you keep putting it on the scale with you, you're not even looking at the real picture.
Yep.
You're not looking at the real picture. You're only looking at your feelings. Your feelings.
Okay. Number two, the baby daddy support is for the child, not the mother. However, if you are a mother that is providing for your child wholeheartedly all the way around, that money can go back in your pocket because you're doing what that money is sent to you to do. But
you're not gonna tell me how to spend my coins.
Pause. But if a man or woman, because you have absent mothers too, I meant to say that. You got absent mothers too. If a man or woman is sending you funding for a child and that child cannot even get a decent pair of shoes or clothes, the bitch, funds are being distributed. Because not only are you not providing for that child yourself, but you're taking the money that I'm giving you in addition to what you already have, and the child is still not being provided for. That's a problem. Not saying give the money to the child. However, it's to have 50-50 support. So it's for the child. You got a lot of women that don't believe it. You have a lot of them. Get out. Why are you in the kitchen? You have a lot of them that depend on their child's support to make them to live. Dumbest thing I ever seen on earth. Dumbest. Simply because
it's not reliable.
Exactly. The way it's set up, and I think you the one who gave me the one-on-one on this. That mug can pay $5 a month and they would never do nothing to him.
Oh yeah. Long they make a payment that's showing that they're trying to make an attempt.
Yep. So it all boils back to self-love. Because if you're a sorry sack of shit sitting on your ass waiting on a child support check, that means your children are going without. And this nigga don't give two damns because 9 times out of 10 you're arguing back and forth with him, or you're still in your feelings, and everybody done forgot about the child, and the child still suffers. All I say to it is that everybody got to be mature. If you're not mature enough to handle a co-parenting situation where you communicate on a regular basis with your child's father or their mother, don't communicate as much. You're not mature enough. All you're going to end up doing is damaging the relationship. Treat it like a business. Treat it like a business exchange. Hey, I see you, get my child, we go. I make sure your money where it needs to be, when it needs to be there. A relationship past a business is not required when it comes to a man and a woman when you're talking about raising a child. Our only dealings is our business, is our child. It will be good to be able to be friends and be cordial and be all the other good stuff. That comes with maturity. Everybody's not that mature.
Mm-mm.
I'm just saying from this is my first time experiencing it recently, so I'm just saying from experience. And
I have helped raise kids that weren't mine, and I have had help with kids that were mine. You know, so I think my thing is when it came to the situation with him and his baby mother, I stayed out of it. Long as you respected me and it's not affecting my house, y'all can communicate all y'all want to because it's y'all kids. You know what I'm saying? My job is to show them children love when they're over here and, you know, be their mama bear over here. You know what I'm saying? And what y'all have going on, just leave me and the kids out of it. You know what I'm saying? Because it's y'all business. You know what I'm saying? It has nothing to do with me because I was not a part of you guys' life when you guys created these kids. You understand? So that's what I had to tell one of my kids' father, like, and I don't have a bunch of kids' father, but you know, listen to Richard McCoy, you can't judge her. So listen. Listen, I tell him all the time, we do not have to be friends. We just have to be respectful of one another's role in our kids' life. That's it. I don't know what else to tell you. I don't know what else to tell you. So I think that is a good point of view, Shawana. So what about you? Who want to go next?
I wasn't finished.
Oh, sorry. She wasn't finished. Go ahead.
So I'm going to switch roles. Now I'm the wife. You have a lot of women that are smitten by their baby daddies, meaning that they feel the same way they do really, but they just won't say it. They feel like they can have that man anytime that they want.
Go ahead.
They feel like they have the man anytime that they want. And majority of the time, the man, he plays with it because you're massaging his ego, so he's going to entertain it, right? Because he's a man. They think with their dicks. That's what they do. But, Brandon told me he plead the fifth. So, the big thing that makes it all go wrong is when you blame the woman. Everything that you beg for him to do with you, he turns around and give it to a whole nother woman, and you blame the woman. All because your situation didn't work out. You didn't request help when you was creating that child or that situation. Why the fuck would you ask for help when you got to create a whole co-parenting situation? Because you have a lot of females that will get smitten by it. For example, my husband he's too fucking friendly. So, being too fucking friendly...
I didn't come here for this today, Lord.
You were in a situation where you were unable to cut certain strings that need to be cut. Emotional strings. With those emotional strings come those emotional problems. But you have to see that those emotional problems will get you and little baby beat up. So, once you cut those strings and allow for a person to establish their life without you being so involved, it creates for a better relationship. So that when you have somebody that comes in like a wife or another girlfriend or somebody, that they'll understand what they're getting into. And y'all have already established a relationship where you don't entertain each other's private life. And it won't be messy. Now, what a lot of baby moms need to understand is there's a difference in a girlfriend, a hoe, a side chick, it's levels to this shit. It's a difference. When you come, a girlfriend is a girlfriend. She's still auditioning for the role. A baby mama is the mother of your child. I even hate the term baby mama, really, to tell you the truth. Because I'm a mother of your child, not your baby mama. But for the sake of everybody know what the fuck we saying, I can't stop cutting. I can't. I'll keep saying. From a wife, I'm like Cash Doll. Don't shit move without my signature. So you might want to be nice. Especially if the wife is being nice to you. Because we honestly don't want to be involved in that shit. 9 times out of 10, we got our own shit to think about. And we don't want no parts. All we want to do is be a friend to your child because we can't be their mother. We don't want to be their mother because if they got kids, trust me, nobody wants to take on somebody else's fucking responsibility willingly. However, never come for the woman.
That's not really true because I loved it, my two.
Oh, I love mine. However,
I love my two. And you know, every time we had family gathering, you know, every time we had a family gathering, them kids with me. Them was my babies.
Yeah, but you have them moms that get upset and put, that's not your mom. But I have one even say it. That's not your mom, and I'm your mom, and I don't want to. I'm not trying to be. I just a friend to them. You know, a bonus parent. That's all the other stuff you can have it.
A second support system to help.
Yeah. But I think for real though, it all boils down to maturity and insecurities. You have to be secure as a wife. You got to be secure as the mother of his child. You got to be secure as him. You got to be secure as his baby mother. It all boils down to self-love and security. You get adults in that type of a situation. That's why a lot of courts make you go to mediation and shit like that. It's because you have to be thinking on that level to where stop thinking about the relationship and think about the child. Well, how would this affect the child? How would us not speaking affect the child? Are we teaching them what it is to love? Are we teaching them what it is to be cordial? Are we teaching them that you can have relationships and not be angry all the time and all that extra stuff? But if I turn back the hand time.
I must agree. I think with me, I still think from both the being their wife or that main, I hate to say main girl, being that person's spouse or, you know, their partner. I think that I'm also a mother who's no longer with my kid's father, so I would want someone to be warm and welcoming to my kids if they was with their father.
Yeah.
because I don't play about my kids. And so I wouldn't play about your kids. You know what I'm saying? Because your kids really now are my kids. If I love you, you truly love the father. If you truly love that father unselfishly, this is where you know where a woman's self-esteem is broken. Because guess what? That child is not going to be a target. And that woman is going to get on you about your relationship with that kid's mother becoming better than it is as well. If she see that the kids are being affected. Because she knows she wouldn't want that for her kids. So I think that, you know, emotionally you can't be still pulling back and forth because unfairly it's the kids that's going to be affected.
I got a question. So we're all somebody's child, right? In a marital situation, do you think it's okay for a married man, even though that's a married mother of his child, to spend the night at her house?
Huh?
No.
Do you think it's okay for a married man at his house?
That's going to be a hard no for me.
It's a hard no for you? I got two more after that.
Hold on. I know you did not just say, can they spend the night at their house?
Yeah.
Are you sick? On who clock?
Brandon said, are you tripping?
On who clock? Because it's definitely not mine. I'm about playing with my... No. See, I'm trying to stay... I'm sorry, you guys. I'm trying to stay... See, I just like to turn to Tanaya. Okay? Because I like to just say, I didn't know about to play on my top. I be have to watch because it be getting aired. I just like to say, listen, I start... Who doing it? Did you hear what she just said, Naya? Is it cool for your husband or your boyfriend to spend the night in his kids' mother house? Play with me, kiddo.
No.
Play with me, kiddo. Play with me, kiddo.
That's another hard no right there.
I'm not married. I put over relationship. That's an arrangement.
Yeah, it's a no. I'm gonna take no for 100, Lisa.
Okay, what about vacations without the wife?
I'm gonna take another no for 1,000.
I'll take 1,000. I'll take 1,000 for no
motherfucking church. If you want to spend the night, pack up
and then going on a trip with her, bitch.
One more thing, family vacation without me, you got to go back home to her. How you think I'm feel y'all planning a trip always 100 miles away just you, her, and the children? Man, find y'all somebody to play with, Bob. Meet y'all in that bitch and bury y'all in that sand. I ain't in the playing mood today, baby. Spend the night. Yeah, you can. Just pack up all your stuff. You can spend the night. I can't tell you what you can't do. You won't. But you just can't come right here, though. So they're going to get all your stuff.
Listen. The fact that you think you finna board that boat, that ship, the Disney cruise, how cute. It's nice selection, Mom. You're going to board this boat. You didn't invite me and the kids?
You board it.
Boop, boop. Baby, you could have thought you would come home here. Oh, you did. Snuggle poo poo. No, I didn't interfere. Because I never come between a family. But we definitely not playing house. No more. No. Lease broke, baby. Yes, the lease broke while you was on vacation. We had somebody come clean it out real nice.
We're talking about inappropriate relationships as far as co-parenting, how to keep the line drawn, how not to cross. How to keep the lines drawn. Because when you don't, it affects the child. When you got a child, it affects them more than what you realize. You'd be surprised, like, what children remember.
your child supposed to spend the night with your child and his mom. Let him know everything cool.
You have people that think that's okay, and to me, it's not okay because that gives the kid a false hope that y'all will get back together, and that's not good because that adjusting to your parents not being together takes time.
But see, I'm also a kid's mother, and I'm also don't been on this side of it. You get what I'm saying? I've been a wife, and I've been on this side. And I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna be real. Some of them baby fathers are just friendly behind a lot of these main ladies and these wives' backs. That's just all to that. I have been the wife. You understand? Some of these kids' fathers are doing a little too much flight if you just cease it. And some of these mothers are a little too dependent on these fathers. I'm not saying don't make him own up to his responsibility. What I'm saying is you can't just keep throwing 100% in his pocket. He got a new family now. Yeah. Now y'all co-parent. That 50-50 love. So I don't know. I know being the kid's mother, sometimes women tend to easily target the moms, feeling like the moms are one of the daddies. I've heard some horror stories, and if I was naive and did not know that this same person used to do the same thing to me, then I would believe some of the things that I hear. You get what I'm saying? Like, no, it don't be the kids' mom. Sometimes they be, like, for instance, one of my kids' father's girls' friends had said to him, she feel like I'm bitter.
Bitter. That's been you being nosy in our doings. That's like when I tell my husband all the time, when they get you, don't come to me. I don't know what you done did and or said.
So if I'm bitter, you don't even know me personally. My kids have never been around you. She's 6. She's never seen you. So you don't ask yourself, is he lying? He see his kids all the time. So how I'm bitter because now today he's mad, and so he don't said a few things in front of you. And so now you feel like you're a team. Oh, she's trying to keep his children away from him. Well, you don't even know what's going on. Like somebody is traumatized in a situation like they haven't seen the kids in years who had just seen them like 5 hours ago. Like, no.
But they ain't there to see that. They just going by what niggas say.
But see, that's what I'm saying. We're going to say man. We're not going to say nigga. We're going to say man.
Oh.
That is true. What Knight said. They be believing it. But that's what I'm saying. It's not fair to easily believe that because us baby mothers, that's not true. All of us not trying to mess with them. But as baby kids' mother, if we see our kids' father slacking on something, we're going to tell them, hey, you know, you pick your face up. Pick your face up. You slacking. You know what I'm saying? Because you once had love for that person. You might not love them now. That don't mean we want them. That's our kid's father. I just feel like if people stay in their place, then wouldn't that be out of place? The girlfriend or the wife wouldn't feel no type of way. The kid's mother wouldn't feel no type of way. The man wouldn't feel, the kid's father wouldn't feel no type of way. The kids could easily be shifted.
It is. I think it's easier for people like you, like, stuff. But when you have, again, I'm just
you just broke up. You said it's easier for a person like me,
like us, that are a little bit older and wiser, right? Because the average people, women are having babies younger and younger again for a first time in a long time. So my situation, you come to them as, hey, hi, this is my name, blah, blah, blah. Y'all dealing with y'all's dealing. I just ask that you keep me separate. You got the one that will create drama just for the sake of trying to fuck up the relationship. That's what lets you know that them motherfuckers be still in their feelings.
That's what they think.
Bitch, I don't care about you cutting out. I don't care about if he do something to you, check his ass. Just don't include
Me, yeah.
Well, a lot of them can't handle that and will assume, well, he's doing that because of her. No, you knew he was a piece of shit when you was with him because he was a piece of shit then. He don't. A man will fight. If he wanted, he gonna go get it.
You gonna go get it?
If he wanted that relationship, he would have stayed there. He would have got it. You could have been like, "No, I don't want you no more." That nigga would have been so up your ass. He probably could have told you to color your clothing. You have them that misdirect that aggression and attention when it should be directed towards him, and they're directed at another woman. And to me, that's what causes a lot of division when it comes time to move on. Same thing, vice versa, because you got those same baby fathers that will do it burns their soul to see the mother of their child with someone else. It's more of them than bitter baby mamas, really, if you ask me. It's more than bitter baby daddy.
I don't know won't call. In the last few years, these women done caught up with these men.
You think so?
They need children. If you find a woman that's all about her children, no matter how she got to get there by her children, I applaud her. I don't care if she's single, married, struggling. If she all about her, especially she's struggling and still in the midst of all about her children, ain't gave up, ain't gave them up, and now you're trying to do this. I applaud them type, like for real, because you be doing a million things. But baby, these women ain't loving these children no more. They not studying. They ain't studying children no. They worry about this. But this.
We probably the wrong one. Okay, we just.
Now, cause I'm just sitting right here thinking like it is like it's like women who a lot of people say I'm a little standoffish, but I think that I'm very protective and guarded with my feelings. So if I do let you in, I take it personal if I feel like you cut me, because there's never been a secret of my pain prior, and I don't blame you. You're not expected to be the healer of what I went through previously, because I healed with knowing that my love for myself would never be distracted by my love for somebody else. So it's just like, when you have these girlfriends that tend to want to come off at you, like you one of those mothers that throwing the kids to the side and just worried about the guy, when you really is a full-time mom for real, you take it personal. Stay out my business. Stay out my business, please. Because see, I'm a 300 and all the year round mom.
I'm gonna have to add some days to the
365 really want to add 379 really, because I feel like they wrap back around a few more days. You understand? So I'm a mom every day, every hour.
It's so deep over here when you step outside again. Mom, where you going? I'm just
Listen. I can leave home, and around 2:00 in the morning, if I'm not here, my baby wakes up by her sleep because she comes and get in the bed with me. She normally sleeps with me. And I've been trying to make her get just used to sleeping on her own. She's still up under me. And she always have been clingy. They had a room, and I know for 6 months, I can't tell you, one day they slept in there by themselves. Like they are mother babies. So, when you're very protective of your kids and your kids, you like their hero. You don't feel like somebody. I know they positively viewing me and loving me, and I know it's unconditional, and I know it's sincere, and I know it's real. So I'm very protective of my cubs. So if I sense the hostility you have with me, why would I be so welcoming or so open to you being around my kids? Because they are a reflection of me. So if you wholeheartedly saying how you hate me because I'm just so happy to be the mother of his kids, then I know you could not like my kids. You cannot like my kids, because if me and him is not having any intimacy behind your back, you should have no reason to feel the way you feel about me.
That's why I don't be mad cause nigga, I'm moving on. I broke up all my relationships. I'm the one that left. Cause when they hit the app, I'm the one that left. That's bad.
That's Naya. That's Naya talking.
When it comes to my children, I ain't got no understanding. I don't care about a nigga moving on, being with his girlfriend. Cause when I'm done, I cut off all ties. But what you're not gonna do is play with my child. So get what? The key down the food. Those folks ain't even going over there. Especially when one of my children daddy let me see that the woman he have is not halfway meet my needs of a woman and a mother. He ain't got no worry about mine going over there. I see my nerves bad. I think crazy. And he ain't got one time to call. Do you? Man, look, I pay attention to the world. And I look at the news.
Alicia, mute your phone right quick.
Jealousy is the number one envy trait in the world. And grown people be jealous of kids.
They take it out on the kids where they can't with the mother. And I've been a mother who have experienced that. And see, when I went crazy, nobody understood my crazy. But for my kids and my baby, I'm a different lady. You understand? Because, see, I'm all they have. You know what I'm saying? I'm the batter. I'm the hitter. You understand? I'm the pitcher. I'm all they have. You understand? I'm the reason why these home runs are being made. It's some of the times, a mother be wanting to complain and just throw the towel in, but she can't. You understand? Do you know how it is for a mother to have to balance her emotions as being a woman, a mother, deal with her own issues, and have to raise these kids and can't complain because you don't want your kids to feel unwanted or unloved because you're frustrated. So the extra drama and the extra problems, I just feel like be unnecessary. So I feel like co-parenting should be as peaceful as possible, really, to be honest with you. If you see them people don't got married and moved on, leave them people alone. Leave them alone. Even if it is easy for you to be able to entertain them, leave them alone. They go home to somebody else. This is going to be a continued situation. And the only people that's going to be involved is your kids. So, Alicia, what's your intake on it?
I agree with everything being said. I feel like you have to, co-parenting is a must. I'm speaking from I hate the term too, baby mama, and now fiance. So it's like when I took on being with him, I do love his kids. Right now we haven't seen them in almost a year, and I miss them. So it's like the other one, the ex baby mama has to be a little more willing to get along with you, especially when you're not coming at her with no beef. You're trying to come at her to co-parent with her, to help her with her kids or whatever, she let I can, help with them. But they most of them are bitter.
You don't come at her because her relationship's not with you.
But I don't come at her at all. That's what I'm saying. It's like that's between them. But when it comes to the kids, I'm there to help them.
And that's all you can do. Just simple support. But come at her. That ain't your head down.
No.
Or your issue. That's just what it is. Unless he come for you. That ain't coming for nobody. That ain't simple.
Exactly.
I think it all starts with the introduction. If a real mama senses the real woman in you, her comfort with you being around her kids will be very at ease. Her rapport with you will be nice. If you come correct.
A real one.
But the moment you step out of line with mine, we have an issue. Jupiter, we have a problem. Jupiter, we have a problem. Excuse me. See, I don't. Yeah, it's me. Hi, I'm Shayana. I don't know about the other kids' mother, but me, yeah, I don't play that by mine. Like when my ex-husband, fiance at the time, put my baby at one in a corner in a dark room by herself, and that was told to me. No. No, you have to be very, no, don't play with me about my kids. What's your intake, Naya?
Just leave my children alone. You ain't in the relationship for these children, you in it for that nigga, baby. If my children come around you, that's cool. I pray that you treat them with respect. Like, I'm on your head. And when it keep down confused, I just don't send my children nowhere.
My kids don't go nowhere either. And it is not anything negative. I just haven't seen that one. I just haven't seen that one that is not personal. And see, in order to co-parent correctly, it can't be personal. Because, see, I'm really preventing a lot of problems for a lot of us. Because if you get them and your intention for them is not right, you're not going to treat them right, then I got to act all out of character, which isn't right. And see, it's a lot of stuff going on. It's a trickle-down effect. So to just keep the problems down, because sometimes I feel like raving on that so raving, I could just see it before it happened. So just stop it. To just stop it. We're just going to keep them over here.
And see, let me say this too. I don't care if my baby daddy get another woman, but get a woman. If you out here got a freak, she this, she that, she can't keep her house. I'm gonna keep it. I'm gonna keep this honey too. I can be your girlfriend. I can, and I don't mind. I ain't finna mess up your home because I don't want you back. That's why I ain't gonna do that. But I got one time to come to your house. Y'all house don't keep be up kept like my house be up kept. And you got to worry about that no more, love. Death can zoom them though. You know what I mean? But you ain't got to worry about them folks coming back though. You know what I mean? But at the same time, if you also have a woman that's not an A1 mother to her kids, I can't see my kids kicking it like that. I don't play, you know. And I'm a firm believer of too though. No children should see every and anything. So guess what? I'm a man over here because you might think it's okay to chop it up and smoke weed with a teenager. Or you might think it's okay to keep seeing every 5 minutes in front of a little girl making videos, sexy lingerie walking around. So you might think it's okay. I don't. It's just, I'm sorry. I'm just not that breed though. So just, yeah, I'm curious.
I just think if you wholeheartedly have an issue with me and you don't really know me and we never had an encounter, I can't as a mother feel comfortable with you with my children. And that's just that because see, if you don't know me and you're hostile, how are you going to be with them? Because you don't know us. You're entering into their father's life. And so you're instantly hostile. So,
especially when you already believe in everything he's saying too.
And what he probably saying is true from his perspective. But it's two sides to every story. And it's two endings to every breakup. You understand? She was fed up for a reason. He was fed up for a reason. Or somebody just got dismissed. But either way, it's two different stories. So you got his end of love. You really don't know me. Now, if I come off and I give you that energy that he's telling you about, then I can understand. But just to instantly be dramatized and come to the picture with it, I can't.
I mean, you got to admit, you got a lot of those that make it bad for the good ones. You got a lot of them that make it horrible for the good ones. That's where the term baby mama drama comes from. You got a lot of them that make it horrible for the good ones. because it's a whole situation of manipulation. It becomes a whole situation of manipulation. Oh, well, we know is he supposed to spend Christmas with his dad, so I'm going to aggravate the motherfucker on Christmas because I know they're going to be over there playing family, so let me just, like, it gets too deep. It becomes personal, and it's not personal. With my husband, if your baby mom, if she want to whoop your ass, she going to whoop your ass. It don't come for me. You come over here to me, now I got to whoop your ass. It's different. If he gets smart with you, I'm not saying let nobody do nothing. Don't let him slack off on his duties or anything. Get him. But understand how to keep it separate and don't do it in front of your children. And I'm cool. And it just creates, it keeps that third, when you add a third person into that, it makes it more complicated. And that it don't need to be like that when it's already a complicated situation. Like the old girl, somebody, oh, you bitter. You should never even open your mouth, sweetheart. Even if that's how you felt, bitch, keep that to, excuse me, shit. Even if that's how you felt, keep that to yourself.
I mean, my thing is, though, like, bitter. Sweetheart, the headache you took off me. I was thinking I was having migraines all this time. And it was just old mister. Do you think I am about to beef with you about a headache you got rid of for me? No, ma'am. No, ma'am. I am absolutely for your guys' relationship. Any tips I can give, I will be happily to oblige you with giving you these tips on how to keep him satisfied in areas you are confused about, and places that I lack, I will tell you not to do the same so that you guys can keep you a happy and stable relationship. I'm definitely not trying to interfere with you guys' happiness. No, I want you guys happy at all times. I want you guys happy at all times. Okay? Yes, thank you.
Like, you motherfuckers be like, hey, you got my problems. Be happy.
I don't even have nothing negative to say about them. Nothing negative. Nothing negative. All of them. My she rolls.
I don't care about a nigga moving on. Just to keep me out of it.
Exactly.
Yeah, man, so ain't hurt me. You ain't hurt me. You wouldn't know how proud he was. How much proud he was. And he needed like a bitch. Worse than like an old person when you get sick.
Tell a lie like a child that don't change their grade, and the mama can see the F and the B don't look right.
He's a compulsive life.
Say it in your Barbara G. Oh, say it in your Barbara G voice.
What?
Say it, Shadow, say compulsive like Barbara G would say it.
Auntie Barbara G don't be telling no lies though. You gonna talk about Auntie Barbara G don't be telling no lies.
Oh, that's my buddy though. That's my buddy.
Oh, for real. I'm finna tell him like Donna said her mama said. Ungodly, habitual liar.
That means tell lie all the time, just for fun.
I said, that's what your mama said. She said, yeah. My mama just said it all the time. Just drop it. Baby, you just took somebody that just be come home dropping lies for no reason. Nobody even asking it. You know, I want.
Ain't nobody had none. You just told a free lie. Who asked for that for? Yeah, you didn't have it. You gotta let it be still. Just chill.
Okay, well, we've been 50 minutes in, and I would like to thank you guys for tuning in. Don't forget to write on the Shayanna B podcast show on Instagram. Follow, continue to give us the topics that you would like us to speak on. You can hear tonight's episode immediately. It will be available to you guys. I act like I'm on the air. Please continue to write. We thank you for tuning in. Give us your opinion about co-parenting.